Well, it should be on here. My silly dogs are just crazy. Okay. I'm not going to be on long today. Trying to find my live stream. There it is. That way I can hear it. All right. So I'm not going to be on long today. Barbara Colors had her live stream this morning, and I like watching it, and most everybody that comes here goes there too. So I said, let's just let Barbara do it, and I can stream for about an hour before Connie comes on. And so this is what I've been doing. I thought about it yesterday, exactly what it is I'm doing. And hey, Ambient. Oh yeah, keep coloring. I'm basically re-swatching all my colors, all my pencils. When I think about it like that, it seems extremely daunting. But like I was saying to someone yesterday or 2 days ago, in for a penny, in for a pound. I started with the yellows and oranges, yellows and orange yellows. And I said, well, I've already done that. I might as well do the oranges. And then the oranges turned out to be huge. And just a huge blob of oranges. And I thought, well, since I've done all that, I might as well do the reds. And so I did all the reds. And so in for a penny, in for a pound. It'll take me some time. Hey, Connie. Hey, Callie. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, whenever Barbara is on, I'm over there, and you know, I can live stream anytime. But I thought I could do at least an hour. So what I'm doing with this basically is I'm on paper putting all my pencils in color order. And that has been a daunting task. One thing I had trouble with was not writing the number clearly on the little pieces of paper, and I end up putting a different color where it shouldn't be, and I think, wait a minute, why is that one here? It should go over here. So I had a lot of headache on that, but as you can see now, I've cut out little bits to stick together. But see, I had made a note here of these need to move to this other place, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, you know, it doesn't need to move that much. The only one I did move out of this is this, because it's so obviously different. And I will just put it there. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea, Ambient. Hey, Audrey. And that's what I've been doing for several days instead of coloring anything. And you can see I've gotten to the purple. I will do like the purpley blues, which this sort of gets into really. That'll be the task next. But since I don't have a lot of time, I won't be working on this. I can show you the things I've finished, which is not very many. The things I've finished in April. that one. Okay. And I don't know if you remember the last time I showed you, well, I was on stream. Showed you what I was going to work on. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm going to make somebody ill. I'm just trying to make this taller. All right. I do apologize. All right. But, oh, yeah, what I was saying was that last month when I was showing what I would do for April, I said if I could get these 3 pages done, then everything else is butter. Butter. Everything else is just icing or on the cake or whatever. And the 3 pages I wanted to finish were the Kirby ones that I did for the live streams. Now, of course, I've got to find it. Well, I know it's in here. And I didn't take it out. All right, well, we'll just have to wait. I want to do this page so bad. Okay. Didn't I do a page in this one? Maybe I did take it out. Oh, I did take it out. And that's it. So I used the color cube cards to pick something I'd like to do, and so it's a limited palette. And I was trying to mimic the leaves falling and the water coming up with this here, but it's I think the picture would have been fine without it. But I used what did I use? I think I used Prismas, and the background is the King Art gel sticks. Two of my dogs are playing with a toy. They're fighting with a toy, and they sound like little pigs. Hey, Rainbow Kitten Danielle. Thank you. The frogs. I don't know if there's any frogs on that one. I don't think I used a little bit of sparkle pen on this one. So I was basically just trying out, hey Shannon, I was trying out using just the color cube colors and just limiting the palette, and so I learned a lot on that one, and that was within Worlds. The next one I finished was the tiger, and this was fun and challenging and a little bit scary, but I did it anyway. I used Prismas and Posca. He's okay. They're just playing. Posca, I mean, I'm looking now, I'm thinking there's a few places I could have done better. Thank you. I love the tiger. This is a page I've been wanting to do a long time. And I kind of just let the grass and the leaves just be, you know, instead of really laboring over them, because I really wanted this to be the focus color-wise. And I think I used the color cube colors in that too. Well, I knew I wanted to do blue, and so I ended up finding blue butterfly, and I thought, all right, let's do blue, and then let's pick some tiger colors. So I think that came out really well like that. And I don't think I can make this taller unless I stick it on something else. Anyway, this was my Alien Worlds picture for the Kirby collab. Trying to get this to where it's more square. That's one page. And this is the other. Yeah. I love those colors in the tiger. The brownish orange colors, you know, mixed with the black from the stripes and all that. It's great. And this one was very laborious. I'm still looking at it thinking, oh, I could do this and that, but some things actually aren't colored, but hopefully you can't see that. And I got a wonderful compliment from Karen about this page, and so I was thrilled to pieces about it. I'm going to try to take another picture today. We did try it last night or last evening in the evening sun. It was the sun was starting to go down, but you know, it wasn't sunset colors yet. And I thought, well, maybe we can get because it stopped raining, so maybe we can get a picture. But it was okay, it just wasn't great. So later on today, I will get a picture in the direct sunlight. So hopefully that'll work. Hey, Tanya. If I could do anything to this, I might add another strip of white, because you can see this Posca is fading into the blue, so it's not so white anymore. And I really want that to pop. And so I'm like, all right, am I really going to do that? Am I really going to go and fix that? Or, gosh, how many of these do I have? Not direct sun? Oh, okay. I guess what I mean is more sun. So if it's not direct sun, yeah, this background, I want to tell you, I used several different things to get this background. And it just took ages. It took ages. I got out my watercolor crayons because I saw somebody use them differently than I thought they were to be used. And I thought, wow, this is great. I just came across another wonderful medium to try. And I tried that. I tried just coloring, which was going to take forever. I tried a black watercolor, not watercolor, water-based marker and ink tints. So, and then on top of that, I actually used a color pencil, black, obviously it's black, and some blue and white here. But what I did was I looked at references for planets. I knew it was going to be green and brown, and there's some mountains in there, and so I looked at references to try to get some inspiration. So I had a good time with it really, but it was, yeah, this isn't coming out so good. I need to find the other one. Oh, I've had my 2 cups of coffee today. Yeah, I mean, I could have just made it anything. I even toyed around with the idea of putting another planet behind here so I wouldn't have so much space to fill in. But my husband said, I think it looks better if it were all black, and I agreed with him. I think it does look better that way. When is my desk not messy? As soon as I clean it, it gets messy again. But I thought maybe I could touch this up before I took pictures again. Okay, I know nothing about photography. Do what you feel the best. I thought you do photography, Shannon. I thought you would have some advice there. I'm sure you would. So yeah, I think it's just I needed more light, you know, to really bring it out. I almost thought about taking it to my photography friend. He's more of an acquaintance really than like a, you know, like we chat every week or something friend. But I'll be kind of afraid he'd say, well, I'll take it for you for $50. Well, if this was going to like be in a magazine or something, I might pay him that. But you know, I think that helped. Some of these dots have turned blue because they have that black underneath them. But anyhow, so I'm glad I did that because I think that helps. Okay. You said not direct sunlight. And I said, well, what I kind of meant was more light. But what do you mean by not direct sunlight? I mean, do I put it with the sun facing it or with it facing away from the sun? Take it when it's daylight, but take the picture in the shade. Oh, thank you. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you so much, Shannon. I'm tweaking this. Oh, Leslie's don't tweak. I'm always, if I've got time to tweak, I will tweak. What is my dog got? Oh, it's just a toy. Yesterday during Tanya's live stream, she said, what are y'all doing this week? And I listed about 3 things, and she said something like, oh, that's too much peopling. I said, yes, it is. But it just happened that way. This is the other one that I finished last month. I used the Grisaille on this, and I really, 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 really like them. I used some Posca white, and I used some Prisma white on some of it. But and I used the Color Cube I used, most things I used one or two cards. And I enjoy doing that and looking through the different colors and thinking, wow, I didn't think to put purple and pink and a turquoise together. And then the green just, goes well in that. I did use King Art for the background, and I got a little bit crazy with it. Well, no, actually right here, I used pencil at first, and that's why it's darker than the rest. And so I was putting lots of King Art white down there and trying to get it to fade. Oh my goodness. Did I really forget to color the poor little bird's feet? Well, I guess I can throw in a little bit of, I had a little bit of gray here somewhere. This looks good enough. This is yellowish gray, which is really, really super light. And this is a little bit darker for gray. I'm going to put the shadow. Yeah, having something unfinished, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that. And those are the only 4 that I finished. I said last month that if I could just get 3 Kirby ones done, I would be fine. I would be completely fine with whatever I wanted to do. So I was. And then instead of coloring another page, I decided to work on this. And something else that I got this in the mail, yes, 2 days ago. You see that? They thanked you for your review that you gave on Amazon for them. No twerking, yes, no twerking. Review that you gave on Amazon for them. Did I miss something? I take notes about everything. Peopling, yes. Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and I've got an eye appointment today, which is also a doctor, I guess. And Wednesday is just hair, and that's okay. Take it when it's daylight. Okay. Did you see that they thanked you for your review that you gave on Amazon for them? For what? Oh, I think I did. Let me go look. Let me go look. Let me go look. Did I do it? Maybe I did. Oh, I did. One person found it helpful. That's good. I might want to edit that because of the last statement. I should say per another colorist, because I don't have the light fast, so I really can't say for sure. But anyway, did you? I thought about doing that too, Kelly. I thought about buying the 12 pencil set, but I didn't. I think, why would I get it exactly if I have these or the other ones? I know. See, I mean, I could say per craft and something shiny blue said it. um, anyway, I like to give credit with where credit's due, so that bothered me a little bit. Um, anyhow, that's cool. I didn't know that my review went live. Awesome. Now I'm distracted from this. So I wanted some of these markers, and I've had them in my cart a while. Let me see, what color do we want here? How about green? Because green is so nice. And there are a lot of different ones with different names, okay? But a lot of them have this same label. And basically they're all the same. They just have a different box with a different name of a company on it. This one doesn't really have a name of a company, but anyhow, then you've got the Artex ones, and they have the white barrels with their name written on the barrel or on the paper. I don't remember if it was actually like a white label, but I took this set and the lighter color set of the Artex, and I compared them. And of course now I don't have my little, maybe I do. There it is. This is highly technical and scientific. I compared them and they're the same. To me, they're the exact same, except this set has 6 more colors. And I thought, all right, I'm going to save a little bit of money, about $10, and I'm going to get 6 extra colors. I'm trying to get the gold out of here. Is that the gold? So, where's the gold? There it is. And then I ordered the darker set of the Artex because I did want those colors also. But look at this. Let me zoom in. It's hard to talk and read the live stream, so. But I can zoom in. Zoom in, my friend. Well, that's as far as it's gonna go. Anyhow, but what I liked about this set especially were the gold and the silver. I don't know if you can tell from this. Maybe I'll just do a bigger swath. Swath? Maybe I should do it like this. That's better. Wishy, wishy, wishy. Swatch, swath. Let me get rid of this thing. All right. See it? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Bring my prisms to work. What are those? Can I have them? Can I use them? Yeah. 12 Prismacolors. We one of the girls like, what's that? Can I have it? Yes, very shiny. Yeah, this set of 36 was $20, whereas the 30 set of the other ones, the Artex, were $30. So you're saving $10 because they're exactly the same, but you're getting 3 other ones. And those are a little bit darker ones like this. There's this nice blue, another brown, brownish gray, more of an orange yellow and an orange, and then the two metal colors. So I thought that was a pretty good deal, since I could not find any difference, not even in the barrel and the cap. They were the same. The only difference was that the printing on here was different, and it had a white barrel instead of the black one. So, something to think about. And I've been playing around with them a little bit, and I've enjoyed that. I definitely think these are worth it. One time, did I get these for 20 or 15? One time these were on sale for like $15, $16, and I should have grabbed them then, but I can never think, well, maybe they're going to be more expensive later. I don't know. I can show you what I was working on. It's not very exciting. But I just wanted to see. I already throw the new Carla book. The paper is making me grr. Posca brush pens, but you have to be careful. The brush dries hard if you use them from time to time. Ah, okay. So I maybe need to try to use them more often. So I was just playing around as to how they were layering, and they layer really well to the point of they don't blend all that well. They kind of do. So really it's more of a, I mean, you can do it this way and you can kind of get the effect of vents. I just kept layering more and more. Oh, something wonderful though. Look, it doesn't bleed through at all. I mean, I don't even see a shadow. Isn't that amazing? So on the leaves, I put in the lighter color and then the darker color and then the medium color. Or did I do medium and then dark? And then I went back to medium. So I'm still playing around with it. I wanted to try to see if I can make this can look like it was silver or tin or something like that. And when I look at it far away, it reminds me of my favorite, I guess, genre. I don't know what you call it. Not genre. But my favorite era in painting is Impressionist. I can't even talk today. I'm so tired. The Impressionist. I love, love, love the Impressionist. And I could stare at a Monet probably all day long. That's my favorite. It's absolute favorite. I've gotten to see 3 exhibits that had Monet. One was all the Impressionists, and the other 2 were just Monet. And it's just incredible standing in front of these huge, huge paintings and and you can get close. Of course, you can't touch, and they'll watch you if you get too close. But I put my hands behind my back so they know I'm not touching. But I'll get up there and I want to see the strokes. And then I want to walk back several feet and look at it and see how that stroke affected the overall painting. And the colors are just gorgeous. So anyway, Monet. I've tried to do Impressionist before and just kind of failed at it. But when I was working with these markers, I kind of felt like I could maybe do an Impressionist picture with them. So I'm gonna keep trying that. I really like how they feel in my hand and how they feel when they brush down. And when you're brushing over the lines, you're definitely going to fade the lines out. And so you just have to realize that. And maybe it doesn't work great for really small spaces, but I'm going to keep going on it and testing that out. That was my test. I thought I did started a couple of pictures. What have y'all been working on? Did I do that one? Oh, I think I did this. Did I finish this in April? I think I did. In fact, it's not finished. So this is a whip. I will be finishing this in May. I believe I want to say I used the grisaille on these two. I had just gotten them and I wanted to play around with them. Anyway, I really like them. They're easy to grip and the color comes out smoothly. And they do layer, but you can actually do a little blending with them too. Just a little bit of blending. So I like them a lot, and I like that they're created, I guess, in America. I know they're probably send them to China to be put together, but you can see that core is pretty big there. I like them. They're easy to sharpen. They don't break. What else? I mean, they break if you're not too careful. I mean, anything will break, but I did do a review on those. They feel like a cross between a Prisma or a wax pencil and an oily pencil. So that's kind of neat. All right, let me look at the chat. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, ambient, that's interesting, of what painting was like before photography. Yes. I don't like every single painting of every single artist that's impressionist, like Degas stuff. It's probably the subject matter. I'm not fond of people. I mean, I like people, but not necessarily looking at paintings of people. I like nature, and Monet's got his daughter and his wife in some of the pictures, and it's not like they're the focal point necessarily. They're further away. And then you have Renoir, who's a little bit more realistic than, I mean, he's definitely impressionist, but he's got the realism in there. And that one is, that's my father-in-law's favorite artist. And there's a picture of these two girls, sisters. That's his favorite painting, and I enjoy looking at that one because of the color. It's really spectacular. Let's see. Yep, that was thinking Shennison's too quickly. I was looking at per pencil. Another great color palette. Thank you. Nico, hey, thanks for coming in. Throw it and show us. Throw what? Okay, I'm lost. Oh, you want me to throw the pencil and see it breaking? No. If these were like $10, sure. Give me the Crayolas. Let's break them. I mean, I paid $10 for the 100 set of Crayolas pencils plus their skin sets, and I don't even like them. I tried, but I can't get into it, you know? They're too hard. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't want it. Yeah, so if I had those out, which are over there, hey, you know, if anybody wants them, you can pay the shipping and I'll send them to you. Anyway, because I just don't really want those. I gave my little cousin, who's a budding artist, I gave her the Sioux colors, which I like a lot better. Oh, your grandmother really likes Degas. She had his paintings up. I agree with you. I much prefer Monet's. Yeah. Monet is, well, they're all soft to a certain degree, but Monet's subject matter I like better. It's more naturey, and you have this natural light that he puts in there. Really like it. Renoir is really wonderful. He's got a darker palette, I would say, but maybe more vibrant in some areas. I feel like, how am I even coming up with what to say? I guess I've just seen enough of it that I can think, oh, you know, I'm 127 a while back just because I'm a teacher. Yeah, who was it said it yesterday? It was Tanya. She said to somebody that was talking about a pencil set, she says, that she struggled with something. No, it was paper she struggled with. I just didn't worry about it. And she struggled with the paper, and she was getting frustrated, and I shouldn't be frustrated with coloring. I want to enjoy it. So she just said, forget it. She worked in an opera house. Wow. Ambient. That's really interesting. Hey, Mona. Hey, Gail. Thanks for coming in. We're just talking about how Monet, and this is your art lesson for the day, art history, about the Impressionist. Maybe I could do like a video or a live stream or something and just flip through one of my Impressionist books and talk about it. Be kind of fun. Gail and Mona, I was talking about these brush markers. This is a different kind of brush than your regular marker. It's this kind of, I'm not sure if you can tell from here, but it's kind of like a little spongy tip, and it's very soft. These are acrylic. They are mostly opaque, so you could use them to mask the black lines, but probably not the white. Now, something that Barbara Colors mentioned, I call her like that's her last name or something. That if you want to go over black lines, you want to use your Prismacolor white or another soft white and go over it like this. Go over those lines and then put in the Posca or whatever paint pen you have. And the first time I tried these, they didn't work that well, and so I ended up, not these, but a different set I ended up sending back. But then I learned the trick of coloring it with a white pencil first. As see, you can't, it doesn't really cover over that much with the white. But if you have one of the other colors, you can definitely, it'll go right over. So I wouldn't say that you can replace the Posca with this, with a white pen in here, but you can definitely cover with other colors. Like I'll just go right over that. Line the center. Sorry, but I'm not zoomed in so much today. I was trying to get the whole book, the Alien Worlds, into the camera, and I just didn't want to move. I really would like to get a new webcam. One that's just got a remote on it. Remote zoom. So that I don't have to keep changing. See, you can go over that with the darker color and it will cover over that line. So that's nice. You miss your art books? Yeah, they're fun to look at once in a while. And all right, I'm gonna lower this just a little bit. Woo, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much just have Impressionist because that's the one I like the most. And I do like the realism of many of the paintings from different eras. Probably the one right before the Impressionist, everything was super realistic, you know, and that was the talent, was to make it super realistic, especially portraits. Although, you know, you wouldn't want to paint somebody's blemishes, so they didn't have those, but oh yeah. I'm just wondering if I did use Grizzle on this or if I used Prisma. There's just an awful lot of sorry, I get distracted. Yeah, I like the talent to to it realistically is amazing. I was playing around with Derwent ink tints here. Or was I? Yeah, I don't think I finished anything else in that book. You know, I was looking for this book the other day and I couldn't find it, and here it is. It's like it just popped up. I was going to work in it, but couldn't find it. So there is. I'd like to try the Grizzly on this paper. Ooh, shall we do a test? I've got a couple of the pages out. since I was going to have just a short live stream, I thought I might do random stuff. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, these aren't so different that you can see a beautiful blend. I'm just really testing the pencil rather than the blend. That's interesting. That's where, when you've got two different ones to blend, that's where the layering. Now, I can already feel that this is not taking up the paper very well. Taking up the paint, the pencil. I really needed a nap. All right, let's try. Okay, now what if I wanted to darken that? Big. Oh, wow. I do like Van Gogh also. He's probably my third favorite, I guess. He's more post-impressionist though. I'm trying to see how many layers I can of this I can put on here. It's very glidey on top of that. I'm gonna get out the original Chinese version and let's test that. Ooh. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, sorry, I'm not in the center. I'm just gonna keep coloring until I make a bunch of layers. At some point, it gets to be too full. This particular book, Prismacolors are awful. But Black Widows and Faber-Castells were well here. Let's see, let me mix some... Hey Connie, can tulips be blue? Well, these tulips are going to be blue. I like how these feel on this paper. A whole lot better than Prismas do on this paper. Hey Dawn, or Diane, thanks for coming in. I've used Prism in that book and thought they were fine. Oh, well, this is the Japanese version. And I have used Prismas, but to me it didn't feel right. It was just, I don't know, something about it. But Faber-Castells, I mean, everybody's going to have a different experience with different colors, so you know, if it works for you, it works for you. What is under here? Oh, the sparkles from the other page. I love this blue. It's called Sky. I just keep wanting to use it and use it. Oh, this is a beautiful color. Now I'm going to come in with a little bit. Oh, should I try that? Well, it's got green and green. Okay, it should be fine. I've started to, in color choices, thinking of, okay, can these two pencils be used together? And I think, well, what basic colors make up this particular pencil? And I think in this case, teal would be green and blue. And if I added green and blue together, it would get, you know, a darker blue or a darker green, so it would be fine. But if I had said, well, no, it doesn't really work for blue. Because blue and yellow are opposite. No, it's orange. Okay, so if you put orange and blue together, you get kind of a mucky, although you can use that as a shadow color too. Just about any opposite colors you can make shadow with. But I didn't want to make a brown shadow on this. I want it to be blue, so I wouldn't use anything with orange because it's got that red in there. You know, the yellow would be okay because it would be green, but if it's got a little bit of red, then it's gonna make this mucky, and I don't want that. So I've started thinking in terms of what colors make up a pencil. And then I think, well, I can't use that to do any, you know, unless it's got something in between. You can do a gradation of two colors that don't really go together that well with a color that they both go together with. I'm just rambling. My attitude is I will make it work. Yes, I'll make it work. Sure, you can make anything work. I mean, you might be a little more frustrated if a certain pencil doesn't go well with a certain book. But, you know, you can still keep working at it. In fact, you reminded me, if I put down a layer of a different pencil, like the polychromos, and then on top of that put the Prisma, I found that worked better than the Prisma straight on this book. That's something to think about. But in this book, in the English version, it works very fine. And not sure what I used on that. Probably Prismas. So that's something to think about when you're choosing colors to go together. Yeah, she did. She did, and I'm trying to think how she blended those together, because she did get some darker areas of shadow with it, and then she might have had a different color in between them. Yeah, blue and orange are complementary, and you can use them together. But if you want a good another kind of shadow for those, you could mix them together. But you wouldn't want to mix them together too much, because you end up with, well, you end up with kind of a purpley mess. Really, it's not gonna work that well. Yeah, she does a great job. I don't know everything there is to know about color theory. I suppose you could use blue with red, you would get purple. But say that your blue had a little bit of green in it, and then you stuck it with an orange. That's where you're going to have the problem, because the red and the green, they make a mucky color, a brownish color. So I do like these on this paper, but I wouldn't layer a lot, because you're going to end up with a pile of, oily, slick pencils, a picture. I do know how to talk. It's just when I'm tired. Yes, I agree. It's easier to blend. Oh. Thanks. I don't know. I just share what I've learned. And my experience with it, because who was it in here that, oh, it was Yana who said that she used Prismas in the Japanese version of Symphony of Cute Animals, and they worked fine. So it's really just experience, someone's own experience, and that's why I try to say, this is what I found for me. Now maybe some of y'all can use them in a different way and end up with, something that you liked. And that's not to say that you can't use Prismas in a certain book, or another pencil in another book. It's just you might want to know others' experience with that it might not work as well. Full of new things. Yeah, sometimes. It is objective. There's some basic color theory, color mixing and stuff, that's really more scientific rather than artistic in the creative sense, and that's good to know. Little tricks of putting shadow here and there, That's pretty cool. Um, Knowing specific things about a certain type of pencil is good. Like oily pencils always do these three things, like, you know, whatever they are. Um, Wax always do these three things. So you got some basic stuff, but after that it's just, you know, if you want your leaves to be purple instead of green, then that's totally up to you. The pencil's characteristics themselves won't be different from whatever color you chose to use, so it's good to play around with your colors. Somebody told me that long ago. I think maybe it was on Color My World. She was one of um, the first pages I found, or channels I found. She said something about just get your pencils and play with them. And I thought, I don't want to just play with them. I want to do something, you know. But now that I'm where I am, I think there's definitely the testing part. You know, I've come to know that's important, and you want to test it in a certain book, or just get a feel for the colors. So if you're just starting, it's worth your while to play around with the whatever medium you're doing. And I say that, and I'm sitting here with the Paul Rubens 72 set of oil pastels, and I'm kind of chicken to pick them up and start using them. So I don't always take my own advice. I need to do it. I know I need to do it. Oh, y'all can worry about technique crap. I mean, information stuff. Okay. But, you know, you probably notice some of this stuff intuitively, Shannon, because of coloring for so long. You've been coloring, what, 3, 4, 5 years? I don't know. And some of the stuff, like, especially when it comes to pencils and what paper they work on, I mean, you got that. I've seen that in so many videos. You say, you'll throw a pencil, and go, no, I'm going to switch to a different brand. This is really horrible on this paper. I mean, that's very technical information that probably other people would want to know. So, I mean, you know stuff. Without knowing it, you know it. You know? You know? um, yeah. Oh, have they, Yana? Now, the Paul Rubens oil pastels or some of their other stuff? Oh, ambient. Yeah. I think she knows more than she thinks she knows. But she doesn't want to think about it. She wants to just color. And I envy that, because I can't just, now I did do it with this page because I'm testing these pencils. It's hard for me to just sit and do just color, you know, not think about what I'm doing, just enjoy the process. But I think part of me enjoying the process is thinking about what I'm going to use, where I'm going to use it, and in what degree I'm going to use it. You know, how, if I want something to be a darker area, I need to push harder on the pencil. And yeah, you can't push too hard. You can push a little harder with these than the polychromos, but not too much, because then it just doesn't work. Yeah. Hey, Jamie. Oil pastels. The other one is the gouache. I bought the gouache and it's sitting here. And I think part of the reason why I didn't want to get them out yet is that I wanted to finish the Kirby stuff, which I did. And now I really have no excuse. I just need to get them out and start playing with them. What else did I start? Yeah, I didn't really start a lot of stuff this time. Oh, aviary. Well, I did. I did that one picture I showed you. Yeah, I really would like to do more in this book. And Kingdom, I'd like to do something there. And I haven't done these in a while. Europa and Asia. So, and maybe not that one. Rooms, I haven't done that one in a while. And I have Nightfall, and I still haven't finished that one page. Well, 2 pages. So I might try to find the whips and work on them. Something like that. Maybe whipping it up in May. I don't know. But I love this book. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry you're sore, Jamie. Did you hurt yourself or have a procedure or something like that? Trying to see what appeals to me. I like this one with the butterfly. Oh, ha, I did mark what I liked, what I wanted to work on. So there was that. This, I think, though, I will leave it for February because, I don't know, it's a heart, so it reminds me of February. I do like this one. I had bought 4 little reels. I don't know what you call them. What do you call these? Spools, reels. Anyway, I bought 4 of those washi tapes, and I even used them as markers. Oh, I like the bees too. But I can't find them now. I don't know if maybe they fell or I put them somewhere and just didn't remember where I put them. Sorry, I just hit the camera. Let's see, I like that one too. I like them all. Yikes. And now, did I lose another book? Oh, it's right here. This one. I like to work more in this one. Yeah. So many wonderful pictures in here. I might try some ink tints in here. play around with it. Just got to pick something. Ooh, I like that one because it looks like camping. Camping in the woods. We'll be camping in another week and a half, I think. Not this coming weekend, but the one after that. I put a poll buddy color on my Discord. One page is enchanted there. Is it really? Which one? Can you describe it? I have a Discord too, but this page right here, I had a vision for this page, and you can tell me if I can do it. I just need to find a reference. I want to do this to make it look like an old map, kind of that weathered look. And I don't, actually I think I do somewhere. I'll have to find them. I've got some, what do you call those? The ink things that you can like put on the edge of something and it looks, or the background, and it looks old. That's what I want to do with this, is to make it look old. So I thought, well, I can go get a reference picture and look for the colors in it, like browns and grays, and just kind of faded out red, maybe some, not pink, but just kind of a brownish red. And so not do this in color, but make it look like an old map. I think that'd be kind of fun. Yeah, like an old map. Distress inks. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Shannon, for putting that link in there. Appreciate it. What do y'all think? Do you think that would be cool to do on that page? I just kind of thought that would be cool. I pretty much like every page in this book. This one looks, it's a painting. That's neat. Maybe I could do that one in an impressionist style. Let's see, now I've got to make my camera go further up so you can. I've got these new boom arm things, and they're kind of a pain. Anybody else like to start from the back when you open a new book? Let's see, did Nico say what it was that I start from back as well? Yeah, I noticed that. There's been so many flip throughs. I just didn't want to bother with it. This one reminds me of another page in Circle of Life. What I like to do is sit down with all my Prismacolors and watch Karen on my Colorful Country Life, and just sit there for a couple of hours watching and coloring what she's coloring. I learned so much from her. This one is the one that Coloring with Kay is doing, and I wanted to kind of do what she was doing. She's got many of the colors, the sets I have, and I thought I can try to do that one. Interesting. Very creative. Well, Connie is going to start in a minute. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for coming in for the short time that we had. I'm going to go eat and get ready for my eye appointment. I'll probably get new glasses. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you on probably someone else's stream. And Friday for... if Barbara Colors does her live stream on Friday morning, I will do the same thing as I did today. I'll wait until she's done, and I can actually go a little longer on Friday because Connie doesn't come on that day, and we could have our 2-hour deal. So, oh, you're welcome. Yes, thank you. And I'm going to go over and get on Nico's page that she was going to work in doing a buddy color. So, all right, see y'all later.